หน่วยที่3เรื่อง Production ช่วงแรกจะเป็น Situation ในเรื่อง 3.1.2 Production Plan
(3.1.2) Production Plan. Listen to the following discussion. Permsak, the production manager of Siam Juice Company, asks his staff to come to a meeting. He informs them of the company's recent policy on production planning. He discusses the method of value analysis used at Siam Juice Company and the factors that are necessary for minimising cost and maximising production and product value.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Andrea. Good morning, Kenneth. And Kun Pinsiri. Is everything all right so far this week? How is the Safety First campaign going?
Very well, Kun Permsak.
Yes, everything's going fine.
Great. Okay then. Today I'd like to talk about the method of value analysis we are using in order to confirm the company's policy and make sure we are on the right track. As we see it, value analysis is an organized approach which aims at maintaining product performance while reducing the costs of production.
Cut costs but don't cut down on quality. So in order to maximise product value, we should have a systematic assessment of every product we manufacture.
Right.
Well, wouldn't it be too time-consuming to assess the value of every product in our range?
We try to decide which products might offer the greatest savings potential before we go on to having them analyzed. That's why we are meeting today. Not only the keys to value are presented, but the ideas that you contribute to the company should be added to the list. All right. We feel we need to consider these keys or factors in order to achieve maximum product value, although we don't have to approach them in any fixed order of importance. Maybe we could begin by discussing what you think these factors might be. Yes, Andrea?
What about standardized processes? And standard components too?
Obviously, we must start with cost. They are a key factor.
Absolutely. Unless we've got the necessary costings data, we can't even begin to analyze the advantages of alternative methods. We say two things at Siam Juice. First, have a value put on every idea you come up with. And second, spend the company's money like you spend your own. Right. Now, can you think of any other important factors to consider?
I'd like to go back to reducing cost. As we are trying to minimize production costs, let's consider reducing imported raw materials. This saves transportation costs and import taxes as well as benefiting domestic agriculture.
Right. Imported machinery and consultants should be minimized. It seems we have underestimated the local personnel, consultants and scientists. Besides, our local produce like pineapples, mangoes and melons is amongst the best in the region.
Fine. Let's make a summary of what we have discussed so far. Value analysis, reducing cost of production in any way we can, systematic assessment, and standardized processes and standard components. By the way, we'll meet again this afternoon. And if you don't have other plans, please join me for lunch at Buatong Room.
Situation เรื่องที่ 3.2.1 Factory Layout
3.2.1 Factory Layout. Listen to the following dialogue. Mrs. Wirya Jaisu, the plant manager of World Sports Manufacturing Company, is at the reception area with visitors from Siam Shoe and Garment Export Company. She describes the organisation chart and the layout of the plant. After this, she gives them information about some of the machines and their functions. Then, she shows them around the plant.
First of all, I'd like to welcome you to World Sports Manufacturing Company, and I'm very pleased to show you around our plant. We are now in the reception area, which leads to the conference room and my office. The corridor leads to the offices of purchasing, sales, personnel, accounting, and engineering. When we turn right, we'll see another entrance to the office area. The corridor in front of the office area leads to the personnel office and lockers. Men's and ladies are on your left. After this, you'll see the entrance to the canteen on your left. Behind the canteen is the door which connects the plant and the staff parking area. Opposite to the canteen are the stock section, the shipping section, and the entrance to the production area. We are now inside the production area where the machines are installed. The inspection line, the packing line, and the assembly line are on your right. The first aid room is a little further on the right corner. From the first aid room, there is a corridor leading to the tool room and the machine maintenance workshop. Next to these are the quality control unit and safety unit.
Excuse me, where's the parking area for the delivery and shipping vehicles?
Well, it's quite near the stock and shipping sections, and it is connected to the staff parking area. We have a row of security offices between these security parking areas.
Do you have housing facilities for the workers?
Yes, we do. There are 2 apartments right behind the plant. About 50% of our plant workers stay there.
Thank you very much. One more question. How can we get to the nearest emergency exit from here?
There are 4 emergency exits. Now, we are at the end of the assembly line. Go straight, and you'll see the nearest emergency exit
right beside.
first aid room. If you turn left, you'll see another one before the tool room. The other 2 are near the janitor's room and behind the manager's office. Well, it's tea break now. Please join us for tea at the reception area before we go on to look at some of our machines and their functions.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Please come this way. From the entrance of the production area, we'll turn left and walk back to the reception area.
Activity 11A. Use the words and expressions in the box to complete the dialogue. Then, listen to check the answers. Good morning, I'm Rena Shaw. I'm the reception supervisor. I'm here to show you around our factory. We are now at the entrance of the manufacturing plant, where the offices and the production line are located. Opposite the entrance are the housing facilities. Now, let's get into the plant. Please go along the main corridor. On your left are the meeting room and the first aid room. The restroom is connected to the first aid room, and next to it is the staff common room.
Excuse me, where does the entrance at the end of the corridor lead to?
It leads to the small road which connects the plant and the parking lot. Now, please turn right into the area where the manufacturing process takes place. The machinery and equipment are located using the process layout, according to the nature of our products. I'd like to introduce this area using the flowchart here. At the back of this large area are the inspection line, the quality control line, and the packing line.
Are there emergency exits? And, if so, where are they?
Of course, we have an emergency exit in the manufacturing area. To get to it from here, walk to the corner on your left. When you turn right, you'll see the inspection line at the end of the room. The emergency exit is right behind the inspection line. You can't miss it. Now, we'd better go to the meeting room. Please walk along the main corridor. You'll see the meeting room on your right. The plant manager is waiting for you there. He'll give you more details of the machinery and work process.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Situation เรื่องที่ 3.2.2 เรื่อง Assembly Line
3.2.2 Assembly Line. Listen to the following dialogue. Prasong Watana and the group of Thai dealers have arrived at the meeting room of Wallace Car Factory. Kenneth Price, the assembly line supervisor, is describing the process of car assembly to the visitors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I've been looking forward to welcoming you to Wallace Car Factory, and I hope you will enjoy your stay in Port Town. First of all, I'm going to give you some details about car production. Car production involves 6 stages. The first stage is cutting metal. The roll of metal strip is cut into lengths, and then the metal passes on to the pressing department, where the different parts of the chassis or body of the car, such as the sides, wings and the roof, are pressed out. Then the pieces are welded together in the welding department. The next stage involves painting the car body to give it the colour and high gloss finish required, and the application of rust-proofing materials. For the sake of our workers' health, we separate the spraying and coating departments from the rest of the manufacturing process to make sure that the vaporized paint solvent doesn't get into the atmosphere. When the body has been built and painted, it passes on to the assembly line where the car is assembled. The engine, transmission, electrical and electronic systems are installed. After that, the wheels, the braking system and the bumpers are fitted, and so on. The quality control, where all the testing is done, is in the final department. The cars are moved on to the holding areas where they are kept before distribution.
Excuse me, could you tell us about how the procedures of quality control are carried out?
Yes. Here we test all aspects of the car's performance, and each individual component of the car also has to pass special tests. The lists of quality control tests have to be checked, and in case any problem arises or any performance is not in accordance with what is expected, the whole procedure of testing is repeated to confirm that the problem has really occurred.
Situation เรื่องที่ 3.3.1 Safety First
3.3.1 Safety First. Listen to the dialogue. Stella Cow, a reporter from Workers Today magazine, is interviewing Rungsak Chiangtam, the Security and Welfare Supervisor of Thai Paperbox Factory.
Good morning, Miss Cow. Please have a seat.
Good morning, Kun Rungsak. Thank you for the interview for my article.
Yes, it's Our Safety, Our Profit.
The article will be for the issue of July 2007. First of all, I'd like to know about the meaning of this slogan which your factory has adopted.
Well, the profit we gain is through the work of our staff here. No matter how good the machines or raw materials are, they will be useless if the people who work with them are ignorant, careless, and always at risk. We have the Department of Staff Development here to enhance staff efficiency. The Safety Department is responsible for staff health and well-being concerning their work and working conditions. As they are our staff, we must do everything to give them protection and high standards of safety. And the final outcome will be gains for both our staff and our factory.
Right. How do you achieve high standards of safety?
First of all, knowledge. We must give them information and train them how to work safely with all of the materials and equipment that they need to use. For example, they must know why the protective outfit, the gloves, and helmet are necessary while they are working on certain tasks. They should also know what may happen if the safety rules are ignored, or what may happen if they do not care to cover their long hair with a hat or a safety helmet. Some accidents cause loss of material or even lives. The latter is what we care about most. We also train our staff to deal with emergencies. They are told not to panic and to protect themselves and the factory's property in the way they have been trained. A few days before new staffs start working with us, they are taught to make themselves familiar with the safety rules and protective equipment such as ear protectors and gloves. Even after they become permanent staff, we still give them regular revision of how high standards of safety are maintained. We train them to feel that protecting themselves is a part of their job.
Great. And how do you make them understand the safety signs in the plant or workshop?
In our plant, we have symbols, and we use both Thai and English languages for the safety rules. I'd like to show you some of the symbols and rules. They are in the cutting workshop, which is near my office. This symbol means wear safety helmet. We also have wear safety helmet and สวมหมวกนิรภัยขณะทำงาน in other areas of the workshop. This one means be careful. You might get a shock, or in Thai ระวังไฟฟ้าดูด We have the symbol, the English wording and Thai wording in all workshops. Though all our staff are Thai, the safety rules are also in English because we want to teach them and reinforce the phrases and sentences that they see about safety for their own good in the future. Another reason is that we often have international visitors. Here are some safety signs we used here.
Training and revision are very important, and the use of English will help them wherever they work. Thank you very much for your time, Kun Rungsak.
My pleasure, Miss Kao. Please feel free to contact me or my secretary for any assistance or more details on what you are going to write.
Thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Activity 18. Complete the dialogues with the words and phrases given in the box. Then listen to check the answers. In a workshop. 1.
Wibun, why don't you wear a safety helmet? Those boxes on the shelves may injure your head if they fall.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Clark. I forgot to wear it. This is my first week at work. I'm still not familiar with wearing a safety helmet and ear protectors.
Well, please be careful next time. These machines can damage your hearing. What about the working outfit? Are you comfortable in it?
Yes, Mr. Clark. Thank you.
Okay, I have to go now. I have to see the manager in a few minutes. Bye.
2. David Gates is in a meeting with his staff. They are discussing the new policies for safety standards. After a few minutes.
As we aim to reinforce safety awareness among our staff, we consider regular training and revision on signs, safety rules and self-control in emergencies very necessary. This is to minimise the chances of our staff being at risk when they work.
Do we need assistance from personnel, from the Training and Welfare Department?
Yes, we have been offered assistance. They're going to train our staff to use the tools and operate the machines properly. This is very important in preventing accidents.
Are our staff going to be taught to read the safety signs and symbols?
Of course. Mr. Benson, our safety supervisor, has a team to help him. They will tell the staff in each workshop and plant the meanings of the signs and symbols.
Job CD แผ่นที่